I'm Dave Metcalf, and I'm the photographer and co-author with my wife Stephanie of this book, Indonesia's Hidden Heritage. So we spent about 12 months travelling around different places in Indonesia, photographing and writing about various cultures that exists on some of the islands. But we made a particular effort to go to places where tourists don't typically go. Not everywhere, but quite a few places like that, and sort of go into the villages and meet with the elders of the village and learn about the history and the culture and the belief systems and the way people live and so forth. And it was a fascinating journey. We wrote a number of stories for a magazine in Jakarta, now Jakarta, and then at the end of that, after 12 stories, we were promised, the publisher said he'd put a book together, so that's what he's done. So this has just been released in the last couple of weeks, and it's in the bookshops around Indonesia at the moment. So we're hoping that it encourages people to get out of wherever they're living, if they're living in Indonesia or if they're travelling here, and venture up the rivers in Kalimantan or to the islands east of Bali, and go into those villages and into the forests and those places, because it's just magic. It's just so beautiful up there, and the people are always so friendly and helpful and very respectful of anyone who pays an interest in their culture. They'll look after you and treat you like family. I mean, it's amazing. So that's what the book's all about. Yeah, I think from my experiences, particularly up in places like Kalimantan, where you can see for yourself the destruction of the forests, and there's a proposal to build a couple of dams up there now, and what's happening to the wildlife, and of course the impact on those local cultures is really starting to be felt now in those villages up those rivers and so forth. And it's so important now. It's so crucial that people, that we hear many more voices, and there's already seems to be a lot more interest in what's going on up there, and starting to see a lot more awareness, and I think that's so important. So again, I guess part of the reason for the book is to continue to raise more awareness about the beauty of that island and what's needed to be done to preserve it, because time's running out. I mean, every day, 300 football fields, I think it is, per hour or something like that, are being destroyed somewhere in Indonesia, so most of those in Kalimantan. So that's one thing that I probably would like to stress, and a memory that I have very strongly from my travels. Yeah, look, I think just get out and do it. I mean, it's, I talk to a lot of people, and they often say, I'm interested to travel around Indonesia, and I don't know how, I don't know who to contact or whatever. Well, again, in the book, at the back of the book, we set up a page called Cultural Connections, which has ways to contact guides, reliable guides, and so forth in these places. So that can help. But there's a fantastic air network in Indonesia now. It's so easy to get to these places. 5 or 6 years ago when I was travelling, it was very difficult. Now you can book online. It's really simple, and Lion Air, I guess, and now Garuda have really opened up a lot of these routes. So to get to Sumba, for example, is a magnificent, amazing island, Sumba. And, it's only an hour and 15-minute flight from Bali. There's about 4 flights a day now. 5 or 6 years ago, there was Mapati, 1 flight a day. It was unreliable. Totally changed now. So it's very easy, very cheap, and it's not expensive to fly to these places. So pick a destination, and they're all amazing, really, in their own way. I mean, as I say, Sumba's fascinating, and the islands east of Bali, there's some wonderful places to go out there, and there's no other tourists. I mean, it's such a great time now, because you've got the good, reliable flight connections, particularly for adventurous type travellers, and you don't even have to be that adventurous. I mean, there's good accommodation in these places. Most places have homestays. We were just in Aceh a few weeks back, and we stayed in a homestay in Banda Aceh, which was great. So a lot of homestays are now starting up more and more, and of course that's a wonderful way to support the local communities. And you're not staying in, chain hotels. You're staying directly with someone who lives in that place, and you're, providing them an income and that sort of stuff. And then you get that local knowledge and that information about how it is living in these places and stuff. So I'd recommend that. Yeah, just jump on a plane and pick a destination and head out there and then stay in homestays, and wonderful way to connect with the people. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. You know, it's all there. It's just out there, ready and waiting for people to take advantage of it. Really. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Don't take too much stuff. It's warm wherever you go, pretty much. So we were just in East Java just this last week, and that's a beautiful place as well. You know, a lot of people think there's so many people in Java, but oh my God, there's just beautiful rice fields and volcanoes and really friendly people and really nice people in Java and a fascinating culture. Yeah, well, through my website, which is davidmetcalfphotography.com, Metcalf with no E, so Metcalf, so davidmetcalfphotography.com. That's probably the best way. And on there is, a way to contact me through email. You can buy the book through the website, actually. Whether that's in Indonesia or overseas, we post it. Or, they are available in Ganesha Bookshop and Paraplus and bookshops around Indonesia as well.